What is going on, guys? Alrighty, before we get started, I know, I'm really late on the video, but I have to tell you there's a good excuse for that, okay? Because everything was going fine. We were on our trip and we were visiting friends, and one of the kids has a hoverboard, okay? You guys know what a hoverboard is? It's got like two wheels on it, and there's like, you just stand on it. It's like the skinny little platform about this wide. It's like a skateboard, except it goes wide ways and not front ways, and you just lean a little bit and it goes forward, and you lean a little backward. Well, it can be tricky. So tricky that my wife fell and broke her arm. I mean, clean off. Her arm was like it was like that. So we had a little bit of excitement yesterday, and we had to take care of that. So I didn't get a video out because I wanted to make sure that I was being a good husband and taking care of my wife as I should, and making sure that she's comfortable. So this video is super late, and I know that. So anyways, guys, we were going to go out to eat last night, but because my wife broke her arm, they ended up ordering in from the same place we were going to go to, and I didn't eat it. I love Mexican, and they got Mexican, and they really wanted to take us to this Mexican restaurant, and but I didn't eat it until the morning. I had steak tacos and Mexican rice and quesadillas that was left over from my kids last night. I ate that for breakfast. I couldn't wait. So yeah, I stayed true, and that's a challenge, guys. So I guess if there's anything that I want to share today is just to reinforce that, you know, our social circumstances really provide a lot of pressure to eat things, and at times where we wouldn't normally eat, you know, and things that we wouldn't normally eat. So although I will always eat Mexican because I love it that much. I think that's my favorite food. It used to be steak, but now I think it's Mexican. So I was able to get past that, and they even asked me, they said, "Are you sure you don't want anything?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure. I'll just drink some black coffee." So I had some black coffee and enjoyed that. And then we had an interesting night of sleep because we woke up a couple times in the night to give my wife some pain meds. And so yeah, sleep was it was what it was. And then I got up and then I had that. And then on the way home, we stopped at Braum's. If you don't know what Braum's is, it's kind of like the ice cream burger place that's popular in Oklahoma. Everybody loves Braum's. It's a dairy farm that has a restaurant. Not just a dairy farm. I guess cows are just straight dairy. I don't know, but they do milk and slaughter them for meat. And they made a restaurant kind of around their dairy. So we stopped there, and I had that. And then tonight we're supposed to have pizza. So I'm going to try to have a little bit of restraint on the pizza tonight. Maybe 2 pieces of pizza instead of 4, because I'm down to under a week to go, and I wasn't able to weigh on my scale here, and I didn't have my tape. I meant to bring them both with me, actually, so that I could get a good weight and tape on the same stuff that I always use. But I didn't do that, so I had to weigh on their scale, and I didn't get a video of it, so you're just going to take my word for it. But last week I was 161 pounds. This week I weighed in at 159 pounds, so I lost 2 pounds this week. And when I got home, I measured myself. Now, take an account, okay? Take an account. I got 2 meals in me, all right? 2 meals in me. And I taped myself, and it looks like I'm back closer to the 37 inches. So it's weird. I lost 2 pounds, but I put that 1/2 inch back on my fattest part right here. But when I look in the mirror, here's an interesting thing, because they say that it's this part that is the hardest to lose, at least for a guy. And I believe that to be true, because if you go up in this area, I'm starting to be like, not skin and bones, but I feel like I'm losing it like more up here and in my shoulders. Are you going through this? Have you experienced that, where you lose it in other places first before you get to the belly? So if I were to do this challenge over again, or this experiment over again, I might actually take another measurement up here through my chest area and see if that makes it, because I think I lost more through here. And I think because I've got a couple extra pounds of food in this thing right here, I think that's where my half an inch came from. But who knows, right? So I'm just documenting this and doing totally experimental. And I counted it out, and I know there's 31 days in January, but this is a 30-day experiment. So I believe Thursday is the 30th. Okay, so that will be my last daily vlog on this experiment. And then I'll do a weigh-in, even though it won't be quite a week. And I'll tape, and that will be it until I give blood, and then I will compare my numbers again. But I will keep up not alternate day fasting, but intermittent fasting. And I'm going to come off of the alternate day fasting. So what does that mean? It means I'm basically going to have one meal a day, and I'm going to shoot for dinner. Okay? And then I'm probably going to throw in some other things in there like exercise, and I'm going to try to consider my carbs, because there's a lot of different ways that you can just lose weight. If all you want to do is just lose weight, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. But there's more to it than just losing weight. If you want to take, or more to overall health, a healthy lifestyle, healthy living. And there's other goals that you can take into account. Now mine was just purely losing weight. And if I wanted to, I could probably just count my calories in, calories out. But that wasn't the point of this experiment. The point of this experiment was to see what it would look like if you just ate every other day and didn't change anything else. Just ate every other day. Well, at the end of this, on my last vlog, I'm going to kind of summarize some of the things that I went through, some of the things that I did change, because I did change a little bit more than just not eat every other day. But after the 30 days, I'm going to change my routine a little bit. And I'm going to kind of watch those carbohydrate intakes and try to manage those better, much better, although I don't think I'm going to completely cut them out. And then I'm going to kind of explore some more about maybe the carnivore diet, and see more about what that could look like, and just kind of explore some more. Maybe I can accelerate my goals, because I seem to be still losing weight, even though I'm making some pretty poor choices, but I know that I could be doing better. Anyways, I'm kind of getting off the topic. I would love to tell you that I had excellent numbers for yesterday, but there was a lot of other factors that went into it, like my sleep was not the best, but I woke up twice by an alarm, to serve my wife in that way. So I don't know if I can really judge that so much. I'll just let you imagine that. We'll just call it a 6, right? Because I slept well when I did sleep. My mood was great until we had an accident. Then it kind of got a little stressful. And by the way, I could have stress eaten. I could have done that. You better believe I felt like eating it, but I didn't. So that's a driver on stuff. But so my mood was actually pretty good. I'd say it was probably a 9 out of 10 until we had an accident. Then my mood kind of went, because it was stressful. It was stressful, especially being in a state we're not familiar with, having to find a hospital. But anyways, let's hear what else do we have there. My motivation was zilch, and I did that on purpose. My goal was to do as nothing as possible. Not as little as possible, as nothing as possible, if you know what I mean. So my motivation, I'll say it was like a 1. I took care of my kids, like maximum. And then I had to take care of my wife. So, anyways, I was happy to do that. But our goal was to do nothing, and we succeeded for the most part in that. My energy was actually pretty good the whole time. And now I'll say it was probably about a 7 or an 8. We'll give it a 7 or 8, even though I didn't do anything. I didn't really need to take a nap. I was just enjoying the company, and it was fun. So anyways, that's my numbers. I believe I've already taken a pic, so I'm going to give it to you in just a couple seconds. But before we get there, I'm going to tell you, hey, don't forget to pray for me, because I'm praying for you, and we'll see you tomorrow.